certain things behind. So one of the things I left behind was the old name, left behind the UK as well. And now we're here.
Why did you make that change, man?
Specifically why I left the UK to come here?
Yeah.
Oh, I was sick and tired, bro, of the negativity, the toxicity also.
What was it about the negativity and the toxicity?
Bro, in order to thrive, you need to be around an environment that's going to help you thrive, right? Yeah. So when people are negative, and not only that, specifically in terms of your deen, in terms of your religion, bro, there's negativity in terms of, like, it's just hard for you to practice the deen in the way that you want to, in the way that you want to. Like, I feel like I have the right to worship Allah Azza wa Jalla in the way that He wants me to worship Him, right? But living in that country, in that society, in that environment, even if I want to, there's things that are going to pull me back. So that's why I just got up, left, set up shop here.
It's been about a year?
Oh, 100%.
And I saw when we met up with you, you brought all the mandem.
Yeah, the mandem.
Like 10 guys here, they're all going to move here too?
They're all moving here, inshallah.
Do you recommend, like, me and Warner get out of the shaitan line? Because the first thing you asked is like, oh, Warner's around, you know, fentanyl and LGBT people. Do you recommend we just get away and just...
Yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. Look, in terms of your religion, being in a country where you can hear the adhan, being in a country where there's...
Adhan's a prayer call, right?
Right, the prayer call, yeah. Being in a country where you got a mosque on every corner, where you got brothers, people that have the same religion as you, they got the same manners, the same mindset. That's beneficial in and within itself. But even if a person wanted to look at it from the angle of just like the material element of it, I can't speak for the US, but in the UK, bro, the houses are small, houses are tiny, tax rate is high, there's drug dealers on every corner.
What's the tax rate here? Oh, the zero tax, right?
Yeah.
Income tax.
Income tax zero.
Some corporation tax and VAT.
Like 5%.
Compared to the West, bro, it's nothing.
What are you paying in taxes, like, roughly? I don't know if you want to talk about
No, it's zero.
Right now, zero.
Pay nothing?
Yeah, can't have to pay.
We should come out here, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. People don't understand. Like, people, like in the UK, people scream, bro, we got the NHS, right? It's free, so like healthcare is free.
Schooling and stuff like
But bro, it's not free because you're paying tax, and it's also rubbish. The quality is poor, and then I'm raising my kids, but there's a drug dealer that lives next door to me. Do you understand? So when I'm at work, my kid's coming in and out the house, and he's seeing drug dealers, he's seeing crackheads. And by the way, I'm talking about the nice areas. In the nice, like London is like that. You'll be in one area where it's like the famous area that you see on TV. You turn a corner, you're on a block now, you're in an estate, what you guys might call a project. And, oh, it's just nasty, bro, yeah, it's just... Like, you've seen it, right? You guys tell me, how have you found it here compared to the US? The people that you've met, how are they?
I think the number one indicator of success here is the fact that there's no crime, but you also don't see any police officers. That everybody knows not to act that way because it's the threat of, if I do too much, I'm just going to end up in a black SUV.
Right, so, but it's not even that. What's your relationship like with police in the US? If you see a police officer, how do you feel?
Scared.
Okay, here you don't.
Well, I mean, it depends.
If I see a police officer?
It depends.
Salaam alaikum. It's a dua. I prayed for him. He prays back. Wa alaikum as-salam. He says, may peace be upon you.
Yeah.
That's it. A police officer, when I see my interaction with a police officer here, is prayer. Like, just like any act, I'll be praying in the masjid, and there's a police officer next to me.
The cop is an ak.
Is it what, sorry?
He's an aki.
He's an ak, yeah, he's an ak, yeah.
The cop is an ak.
Yeah.
My American accent.
Like even right now, the masjid that we prayed at, there was a police officer, right?
I didn't see.
And yeah, just before when the salah was on, because this masjid is in like a pretty big area, so people come. They're just there to maintain order, right? So they don't really want kids coming because they create a lot of noise. There's some masajid, they got special areas for kids. Some masajid, they say, listen, some mosque, is for you to focus on your prayer, so you don't have to worry about kids. So they facilitate for both, right? Okay, cool. So then the police officer tells me, bro, you can't bring your daughter in here because I have my daughter with me. And I said to him, bro, please. She's quiet, she won't disturb you. All right, cool, no worries. A police officer. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just, they understand this, they're more relaxed, they're more easy. But yeah, if you
it's like your own brothers are looking out for your well-being.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that I'm scared around cops, but it's immediately like, oh, how am I breaking the law?
You feel anxious.
Yeah, like let me put my phone down, let me make sure my seatbelt's good.
Anytime I'm driving in the UK and the police officer, I'm always stressed. Why are you behind me, bro? I will slow down, let him go past. It's not like that here because there is, look, not all Muslim countries are you going to find complete sense of justice. Not all Muslim countries are you going to find that you're going to be able to get on with the, I mean, not get on with the police, but you're not going to feel like threatened or harmed. But one of the reasons I love just being around Muslims is because, bro, like we understand each other. Like I'll give you an example. One of my teachers who also lives here, he parked in a way that's bad when he was coming to pray in the mosque, right? So he didn't park properly. So the police officer pulled up on him. He's about to give him a fine. He said to him, bro, I'm so sorry. The prayer was about to start. I won't do it again. He looked at him. I don't do it again.
That's it.
Well, generally here, if you look at Salah time, bro, you'll find, bro, there's motorways.
Salah being prayer time, right?
Lane, yeah, for prayer. An entire lane is just blocked by parked cars. And that's normal. No one's going to get a ticket on the motorway. This is a motorway, like 5-6 lane motorway. The lane on the right, you just block the parked cars, everyone's gone to the masjid. Then they come back. And no one's going to get a ticket because they just know that people have that, you know.
I heard another story about the Dubai police as well. That, you know, there's people that go for jogs and stuff like that. And, you know, I've heard stories of how the police had water for the citizens who are going for a jog and stuff like that.
Bro,
you know?
not just the police.
Yeah.
You'll find people who do that on a regular day. Like, you know, Ramadan, when the fast time is breaking, well, I've seen people, just normal people, pulling up to the traffic light and throwing boxes of food out for people to catch and eat. Because there's actually a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet mentioned, anyone who breaks someone's fast, he feeds him, so he
gets their good deeds.
No, not just that. Number one, he gets their good deeds, which are spot on. Number two, he gets his sins forgiven. And number three, he gets his neck freed from the hellfire. Something so small. But you know, when the Prophet, when he came to Medina, when he came to this new city where he's now going to be the leader, it's going to be under the Islamic rule, he told the people a few commandments. Number one, he said, feed the people. Feed the people that need to be fed. Wafshu salam, and spread the greeting of salam, which is peace, right? And then pray at night when people are sleeping. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what we learned from the Prophet. Do you get me? And it's not just the police. You'll find normal people, and that's not just here. That's in any Muslim country. Well, I can't say any, but the ones I've been to, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, here, you'll find that stuff.
And by the way, we're not saying by any means that Muslim countries are perfect. Nowhere's perfect. If you have perfection, well, you got to go to the moon and set up your own little colony or something, and maybe that might be perfect. Or ultimately wait for Jannah. But the point is, the main reason why we moved here, so you want somewhere for your family. You want somewhere where you can raise your family in a nice Islamic environment. My son, he hears the adhan wherever he's going. He's around other Muslims giving salam. You know, every time he comes to the building, security, they give salam, he gives salam. He gets excited to give them salam. So just those things that are really important, safety, security, as you mentioned yourself, taxes, alhamdulillah, like, it all just adds up. And it's only when you go back after having been in a Muslim country for a long period of time that you realize, wow, what a difference.
Do you agree with, I just did an interview with Faris Al-Hamadi yesterday, and he was saying how in Muslim countries that you're supposed to listen to the ruler, that regular Muslims, that we shouldn't boycott, we shouldn't do things like that, we should just pretty much submit to the ruler and let them deal with what they have to deal with. And
the Prophet ﷺ made it very clear to us. He said, number one, you don't obey anyone that tells you to disobey Allah, right? So we don't submit to anyone other than Allah. We don't submit to anyone other than Allah, number one. But at the same time, the Prophet ﷺ told us that we don't go out of our way to create problems with the rulers. The Prophet told us if there's a ruler and let's say he's doing something wrong, can I get through to him? No. But if I start speaking about him, what's he going to do? He's going to clap back, right? When he claps back, it creates problems for us. It creates problems for people in general. So, and it also creates corruption and chaos in society, it creates anarchy. So from the lesser of two evils now, is that even if the ruler is making a mistake, if you see him, you can advise him directly, but you don't go out of your way to criticize him publicly because there's no benefit in that. But at the same time, you don't go out to praise him for his mistake. If he's making a mistake, you don't praise him. There's extremes when it comes to this stuff. Some brothers are just on praising the rulers regardless of circumstance. My position is this, I'm into politics, and I don't like politics. And I don't sit here talk about rulers because there's no benefit. What benefit is there? People who constantly talk about the rulers and they complain about rulers, they don't want accountability. Do you understand? Like,
they just want to blame someone else in power.
Right. And like even in the US, some people blaming Donald Trump, some people blaming Biden. Bro, blame yourself. And this is what Allah teaches in the Quran. Allah said, وَمَا أَصَابَكَ مِن سَيِّئَةٍ فَمِن نَفْسِكَ. Any bad that comes to you is from yourself. ظَهَرَ الْفَسَادُ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ بِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِي النَّاسِ. Corruption spread in the land and the sea because of what our hands earn. So for me, I like to take charge. I like to take accountability. I'm a ruler in my house, right? So before I complain about how someone's running the country, how am I running my house? How am I running my company, my business, the brothers that are with me? How am I running my relationships? We forget we're rulers as well, in our own right. Do you understand? But now, Let me focus on what I have control over. That's the way I see it. But I'm not with the brothers that are like on the other extreme. Just
Well, we have over
justifying-
control over. We need to control the sound. Is there
Yeah,
any
yeah,
like? But he's saying it's too loud. Is there another place we can go around here?
Should we go to the lobby?
Lobby this music.
No, maybe
It's too loud. We can't do it.
Okay. There's a cafe. We can go sit in a cafe.
Cafe?
Yeah.
Oh,
we can go sit
perfect,
in a
perfect.
cafe,
Inshallah.
But yeah, I'm definitely not with the people that go on the other extreme, say submit.
Well, then, do you think we should boycott or not?
The scholars mentioned, like, if there's a benefit in boycotting, boycott. I boycott. So if there's a benefit in boycotting, this is something that the scholars mentioned. Yeah, of course. There's a benefit.
Is the cafe far?
No. Just like literally less than 5 minute drive.
Okay, we're flowing. We shouldn't stop.
Inshallah.
What's up, chat? What are you guys, spies? For the guys that are watching this right now, I don't know if you can tell the reason that I'm not live is like, this fasting thing is brutal. I'm tired, but we're still working regardless because it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how you feel. Yeah, you feel me? Come on, man. Come on, man. One is like, oh, if you feel tired, you could even. It doesn't matter. Bumble club. You came deep. You're rolling through like a gang.
People used to say this about me all the time, man. Anytime I put out somewhere, but it's not me. I'm not inviting them. It's just the brothers, they come.
Oh, there's leech? Oh, yeah, we've had that problem
no,
too.
leech. They're good brothers, mashallah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy with them being there.
It's good leeching.
Yeah, but my thing is, yo, bro, come, 10 guys. It's just, we go.
Yeah, we got brothers coming through, and then everyone just starts going.
Yeah.
So I'll meet you there with Abbas, yeah? Salah, yeah. Inshallah.
Hey, should I just go in there with the bro? I don't want to switch you guys.
No, bro, we're good, bro.
Come on, Water.
Okay, cool.
Come on, bro. Can't leave a man.
Don't complain. You're getting
Can't leave a man behind, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm saying, Imran, a crazy idea. What if you go pack the vlog?
Yeah, don't. I'm gonna take a part of the bar. That's after Qiyam.
Okay.
You have to light up their stomachs.
Okay, so want to ask him the question, who is DAWAH Man?
Yeah. Let's discuss it, man. Who is DAWAH Man, bro? Like, how did you come up with the name? Yeah, let's start with that.
So, bro, I genuinely believe I'm a superhero. Yeah. Superheroes have powers, right? Mm-hmm. So I grew up on that whole DC Comics, Marvel. I used to love Batman. And the reason I love Batman is because he never actually had some like supernatural power, but he was intelligent. He had money. He had strength, he had skill. So I was like, okay, cool. So you can be a superhero. And by the superheroes help people, right? They help save people from difficult situations. So I said, okay, cool. I'm trying to help save people from the hellfire. I'm trying to help save people from the darkness of, depression and sadness that exists when you're distant from Allah. And then at the same time, I have a superpower. I have the Quran.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, the speech of Allah. Yeah, bro. Like, look, should I tell you something crazy?
Yeah.
Actually, I was doing don't worry, we'll reveal more as we'll leave a little suspense there. We'll reveal more as
No, tell me. I want to know now.
Okay.
No, you already built the suspense, bro.
Okay. So, bro, there's not a single dua I ever made in my life except it came true.
MashaAllah.
And that's not because I'm extra pious or righteous. I know my sins and I know myself. Like, I make dua to Allah with certainty and I'm patient. I make dua over a long period of time. Like, if I'm asking, I might ask for something for 10 years. After 10 years, it will come true.
Can you make dua that I get my Instagram on, Ben?
Yeah, 100%.
I've been trying and it's been a week, it's just...
100%, but your dua is going to be stronger than mine, you know that, right?
Why do you say that?
Because your connection for yourself is going to be greater than mine for you. I'll make dua for you, no problem. But that's what I'm saying, like, that's the beauty of this deen. Like, you don't need no man to get to God. You don't need son of God to die for you to be saved, for you to go to paradise. But you go to God directly. Allah said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. If my slave asks about me, I'm close. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. And I respond to his call whenever he calls. Allah didn't say I respond to the call of the righteous one. He didn't say I respond to the call of the man or the woman. He said I respond to the call of the one who calls. So you could be man, you could be woman, you could be poor, you could be whatever. As long as you're trying to get close to Allah in some capacity and you call out to him, he responds. So yeah, bro, this dua thing, for me, like, bro, I believe in that regard, I'm a superhero, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm trying to help people.
So, but how'd you come up with the name DAWAH Man? It just popped up?
DAWAH Man.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I was like, I'm doing dawah, and I'm a man.
Okay, nice. So what was your first experience doing dawah? Can you recall the first experience you've ever had doing dawah?
Yeah, but I was in university, right?
In uni.
In uni, yeah. So I'll break it down to you this way. So I was gonna go see one of my friends. He's a Christian. I hadn't seen him for a while.
Astaghfirullah.
So when I started practicing, I hadn't seen him for a while. So now, as I'm gonna go see him, one of the brothers goes to me, "Oh, who you gonna go see?" I'm gonna go link up with one of my boys. He said, "Okay, cool. So this is he a Muslim?" I said, "No." He said, "Okay, cool. Have you given him dawah?" I said, "No."
Dawah.
So he goes, "So you're not a good friend then?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Bro, if you know he's gonna burn in hell if he doesn't come to Islam, so you have not tried to share the message of Islam with him, so you're not a good friend." So look, if I was in trouble right now, I'll expect you as a brother who now I've become acquainted to you. Inshallah, we're gonna be friends. If you care about me, if you see me falling into a pit of fire, you're gonna hold me back. Say, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Of course,
right?
Especially if you're a true friend.
Right, if you're a true friend. And here's the thing, bro, that we identify good friends on wrong metrics. Bro, a good friend is not someone that's gonna like me, you know, some weed or roll me some weed. A good friend is not one who's gonna say, "Bro, look, here's a girl." You know, a good friend is. He's gonna bring your wife.
A princess.
Yeah, maybe 2, 3.
Or 4, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great friend.
He's gonna say, "Do it halal," and then when he sees you going the wrong way, he's gonna say, "Bro, you're going the wrong way," because he cares for you in the next life. And that's the real life, bro. That's eternity. Do you know what I'm saying? So when he said that to me, I said, "Okay, cool." So I have to go give that friend dawah, and I can't lie, I just took it. I just was given dawah in the uni, bro. Like I just had all the people around me. As you can see, my style is a little bit unconventional, in the sense where I like to relate to the youth. I consider myself one of the youth myself. So I like to make things easy. I love what you said. You said I love to package the deen in a way where it's like, bro.
It's digestible.
Yeah, not just digestible, bro. You have to love it because it's the truth, and the truth is beautiful. Do you understand? So how are you gonna say no? So I remember when I started speaking, bro, people just coming around. I'm just vibing, just letting people know, yo, let's pray, let's do this, let's do that. So that's how it started off, man, and the rest is history, you know.
And I noticed you're very passionate about the dawah as well. Where did that passion come from?
Bro, you know what? It comes from Allah, bro. Yeah, it comes from Allah. It comes from Allah. Obviously, the way my dad raised me. It comes from the fact that I care. I'll be honest with you, bro. It breaks my heart when I see people in a bad place. I'll tell you a story. So one time, I was going to pray Fajr in the masjid, and I saw this girl, and you could tell she's a Muslim girl. She looked like she looked, as in, remember Fajr times in the morning, right, like 5 a.m. So as I'm going to the masjid, she's just coming out the club.
Astaghfirullah.
So it was this moment where I could tell she felt embarrassed, and I felt sad for her, and it broke my heart and it affected me. And I remember I went to the masjid. And
Did you get her number?
No.
Oh, stop.
No. No, I didn't even like look. I wasn't trying to even look at her. But you know, out of my peripheral vision, you have to lower your gaze, right? So I see the sister.
You know, it's funny. They always tell me to lower my gaze, and I look right at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you gotta look.
Because I'm tall. You know what I mean? So
Okay,
when
okay.
I lower my gaze, I'm looking right at them.
You just gotta remove your gaze, bro.
Yeah. You're gonna have to lift your gaze.
Sauna's packed.
It's packed, huh?
Remove your gaze, and then Warner, we gotta kill the gaze.
But you know the lowering the gaze thing's important though. I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Because your eyes and your ears are the gateway to your heart. So bro, why do you think people turning gay nowadays? Why do you think they're getting onto this LGBT thing? Bro, it's because of the things that they watch, and it corrupts their natural disposition. It corrupts their fitrah. Like, I'll give you an example. Yeah, you see me, bro. I'm not from the streets. I was never like raised in the streets.
You sound like it.
No, that's what I'm about to break it down to you. I'm not from the streets, bro. I'm a Pakistani kid. My dad loves me. My mom loves me. I was raised in a house where we used to eat curry, bro.
Kind of like Hamza.
Possibly. Yeah. I'm not sure of his background, but bro, me, I come from a good background. You know what messed me up, bro? Music. I started listening to the music, and I grew up on that Tupac, the NWA. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Do you understand?